Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Happy New Year! Happy New Year, you guys! Happy 2021. This year's gonna be a great year. I know so many people are talking about how this year's gonna be tougher because of the coronavirus and everything that's going on, but I feel like each and every individual owes themselves an opportunity to set the narrative or tone for that year, for that week, for that month, whatever it is. It's really up to you. What you tell yourself or what you believe in at the time is what will manifest. And other than that, even if you don't get everything that you want, there's so much to be grateful for. I believe as people, the minute we understand that gratitude just somehow attracts good vibes, positive vibes, would be able to be grateful for everything and anything. Just being grateful for the fact that you woke up in the morning, the fact that you're developing spiritually or personally, the fact that your social circle is growing, or the fact that as friends you have achieved something. I normally say as friends we're not just supposed to be hanging out and having fun. The fact that your friend was able to come to you and tell you about your toxic traits should be something we should be grateful for, because now you can correct yourself. Ibile, it's nicer to hear for somebody who you're comfortable with. And like if you have to be at work and then all of a sudden people are like, "Kana unsiana," and you're like, am I really like that? And all those time my friends were not picking it up. Kana, am I acting? What's going on? So yeah, there's so much to be grateful for, and the Bible does say in all things give thanks. And yeah, let's just approach this year with that mindset. Everything is gonna be okay despite the situation. Even if it's not okay, the virus wise, because this virus has this heaviness that comes with it, and it's been setting the tone in 2020 for so many people. Maybe it's because we were not used to this thing, but like now it's time to move and adapt. We need to adapt to this change and see how best we can go forward without it pulling us back or setting the tone for us. It's not right. Anywho, yeah, happy new year. Let's set the tone. This year is going to be a glorious one. It's going to be amazing. And I got a new phone. That is why I haven't been putting up content, because my phone died on me. My phone died on me, and it was like the most tragic thing ever, because I have my Bible app there, my devotions. I had to learn how to do a devotion without you vision telling me what to do. Well, I could have done it through my email, but it's just different. Hey, a lot of things happened last year, and I'm just like, ooh. Somebody was setting the tone for me in 2020, and that person was doing the most. But I've taken it upon myself that this year I'm setting the tone for myself. I mean, I resigned 3 months into a job, and then lockdown, and then I tried to set up a YouTube channel. My phone dies. A lot has been going on. Cars have been dying on me. Yo, this comes to where I want what I want to talk about today, guys. Skwa, hey, way is hard, please, man. So I'm just here to vent. Honestly, I've been struggling with something for the longest time. Okay, I haven't been struggling with it because I've always been open-minded about everything, really. I never want to give something or somebody a certain position and just close the chapter. I always want to give them a chance to prove themselves and whatever. I've been hearing this men are trash trend going on for the longest time. I think I'm late even to be talking about such now. Um, 3 weeks back, I happened to be going through the most with men. It's painful, like these people do, but I still believe that there's room for improvement. There's this one friend of mine on Facebook called Abagunkoni. He always says men are treasure, and I want to believe that. But after these encounters, I've been like, really, guys, I think there's a lot of shifting culturally that needs to be done for men to do what's right. Anywho, let me tell you what happened. A couple of weeks back, I happened to be walking into Steel Junction, and the shop was filled with men daughter. And when I walked in, all of them were just looking at me, but I, I just, you know, didn't make anything of it because I was like, they're probably looking at me and the other woman because we're the only women in the store. And I'm like, okay, cool. I get what I get in Steel Junction, and I walk out. On my way out of the vicinity, I was driving the Gods. The Gods is like the old car, the old Hilux car. We call it the Gods. Um, I got the name from another friend of mine. I got my phone from his little sister. That page on Facebook is Let's Connect. So if you want a really dope phone, just get in contact with them and they'll do the things. Tabuka Majabe is the girl. She plugged me. I'm backtracking. So I walk out of the vicinity. I drive out of the vicinity and I realize there are two men behind me. And I'm like, okay, no, let me just drive. So me realizing that there are two men behind me is they kept swerving the car to the left and right, and I was just like, okay, whatever, what's that? And then when I was driving on the road by Westgate Bank, where our varsity students go to get their cards and stuff. Yeah, that's what I did, right? Yeah. So I was passing Westgate Bank, and I don't know if it's Westgate Bank or it's Student Bank. I don't know. These guys start hurting, and when they hurt, I look at them and I'm like, okay, let me give them space so that they can tell me what's going on. I give them space, and they're like, "Re tla go kgama wena, re tla go bolaya." Okay. Why? Why am I being killed? Okay, maybe they're trying to tell me because the Hilux that I was driving didn't have a glass behind. The previous day, I had went to pick Mohomale, and the tractor somehow reversed a little too much, and the disc harrow hit the glass, and everything cracked open, and yeah, it was gone. So I'm like, why at least basante ba re tsamo reka galase kana ba mpolele kong ka bonang galase teng? I mean, why are you being hostile towards me? What did I do to you guys? I was like shocked. And then I'm like, okay, it's whatever. Moving on. We have this guy who supplies us with water. It's raining outside. We have this guy who supplies us with water at the farm. He happened to bring water on a day I wasn't at the farm, and he somehow hit the wall, so he left it chipped and the roof. So when I get to the farm, I ask the guys what happened, and they tell me, no, your water supply guy hit the things and he just drove off. He didn't say anything. So I call him and I'm like, yo, my brother, Kana, you did something, but you're not communicating about what you did. And then he's like, in these farms we're always hitting things. It's a small thing. It's a small thing. It's my small thing. At least tell me Bona, I'm sorry. I hit your wall when I was driving out. It was by mistake or something. But this guy's not sorry. And he just thinks this is a small thing. Just like that, NJ. I'm like, okay. It's whatever. I'm not gonna fight this. I'm just gonna leave it be. Then a month before all of these happened, I had borrowed some guy at the farm some tools. So I happened to see him on this day. I was at the farm. He comes and he's asking for something from me. And I'm like, okay, you can have it. By the way, where's my tools? I need them. And then he's like, how do you what do you mean? You came to me borrowing these things. How is it that now I mean, don't you think you're being unfair to me? And he's like, no, guys, I'm not for men are trash. I really am not, because I believe people make mistakes, and if you give them a chance and if we correct each other, then they'll understand what they're doing wrong or whatever. But honestly, but not doing the most. Men are doing the most. I feel like, I don't know what I feel like, but I'd like to think men should protect their sisters. Kuri, I don't know how to put this in the best way possible, but GBV is not a thing that just comes about. It comes from how we teach our boys, how we teach our sons, whatever, our brothers, and all of that. You teach a person how to treat you. These people were taught. They're really taught how to treat women. And I feel like we should start dealing with it from grassroots level. Start from culture. How we train our boys is just foul. And it's not too late. It's never too late to teach somebody anything. It might look like it's late, but if you're a friend to someone and you see they're not doing things properly, approach them. We're each other's brother's keeper and sister's keeper. It says that in the Bible. You can just approach a person and tell them, yo, I don't think that's the way you should be talking to a woman, or that's the way you should be handling a woman. And I feel that would go a long way. That would really go a long way. Gape, if your friend happens to be in trouble with authority, let them go through whatever they need to go through to learn what I did is wrong, to be able to take responsibility for their actions. How else are they gonna change? I hate it when a girl reports somebody and their friend could act as an alibi for them. But sister, if that was you that it happened to, and somebody did that to you, that would be awfully painful. One time, I think it was last year or the year before, I heard about a rape case where this girl was an alibi for some guy just because they're friends. And I'm like, no, you guys, that's not how we should do things. You can't do that just because you're trying to protect your friend. No, it's wrong. It's wrong to do that. I always hear people say, what do we like? Bad mouthing men or trashing them and everything, but women have their own mistakes and whatever. Tata, the majority of things that are happening are because a man did what he did. There are cases where women also do that, but don't come at me with that angle. It's like saying white people matter when we're talking about Black Lives Matter. Let's deal with the majority and push it to a minimal if we can. That's all we're saying. Yeah, no, people like misquoting or it's so painful how in Africa we've made it okay for men to do how they want to do things. For example, you'd find that a parent, a mother, is raising her children alone and there's no father figure, and it's okay. The other day I was scrolling through my WhatsApp and somebody shared a meme. The mother says, it's a mother's picture. She says, we're gonna make a great family. And then they make a picture of dad, and dad's picture ke terena, guys. You know how when you grow up you're told Rahu Tule ke terena? I was like, guys, this meme is funny, but it hurts how the truth in this is like, it's loud. It's like super loud. In Africa, it's okay. Like, husiami, his children just like that. And the help they have to offer, not all of them, like a few of them, if you take them to court, they will support their children financially. And that's it. There's no relationship between you and your dad or whatever. It's appalling. It's painful. But I believe in my generation so much. I believe we're a generation that should change the narrative. And that would start with you just telling your friend, oh, right, so you need to take responsibility for your actions. Kana your guy friend who you're seeing, just tell them, you don't talk to a girl like that. Kana if you hear your guy friend Lily at your bars or whatever places where you meet saying you tell them no, you don't beat a girl. And if a girl is beating that guy as well, tell the girl no, it's not right. Abuse comes in many forms. It could be emotional, it could be physical. I know instances where people are hurting because they're being emotionally abused by women. Look on it, as women, let's not be okay when we hear a fellow friend saying, "Nya, na gona motho ntlela." No. Let's be nice to each other. I mean, the Bible says we should love each other, love our neighbors as we love ourselves. Life is about loving everybody around you. Loving everybody doesn't necessarily mean buying them gifts or whatever. You can love your friend by just telling them, no, don't do that. You are loving them and keeping them away from prison. You're keeping them away from a lot of harm. Let's be friends for real. I hate it when we're just friends and we're getting stuff from each other just for the soft life. Not for the soft life, just for the gram, just to be seen. We bought so much for so much money. No, life is more than that. Let's make it meaningful. That's all I came to say. Let's be each other's keeper. Let's correct each other. Let's end gender-based violence. Play your part and I'll play my part. That's all I'm saying. Thank you so much for listening to me talking about everything. I think I talked about so many things. It took me a really long time to get to where I wanted to go, but I intend on doing this as regularly as possible because now I have a phone. Yes. Yeah. I still haven't told my friend that I'm a YouTuber now. It's been months and months. When did I start this? August, September. Yeah, August or September 2020. And the reason why I haven't told them is because that I had a shady phone and I felt like what I was doing was just boring. But I knew I wanted to start a YouTube channel. I chose this life. And yeah, I will tell them when the time is right. I did tell one today. I'll try. And unfortunately, I have Shadrach and Natasha who just always know my moves, and Toto, of course, and Yoliswa. They're just on to me, guys. These people just know me. It hurts. It hurts. I didn't know I was an open book like that, but yeah, it's whatever. Thank you. I'll try and do this every week. Hopefully it works out. Fingers crossed. As the Almighty wills. Yeah. Anyway, I feel like God orders the steps that you take. So for as long as I'm taking steps, God is gonna order me. So I will be giving out content. That's my motto for this year. God orders my steps. As long as I'm taking steps, God has something to order. Yes! We're gonna kill this year. Thank you. Bye. Like, share, subscribe. Join the family. I don't know what the family is called, but you can call it whatever you want to call it. Bye.